Hi guys, welcome to Space Study episode number 2. So in this video we will be learning about Mercury's atmosphere. So before starting the most explanation, I'm gonna share a quick fact with you. So let's get started. So the fact is Mercury is the least studied planet among terrestrial planets. Now the terrestrial planets. This word refers to the first four planets of our solar system. Those are Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars, or simply the asteroids before the asteroid belt. Asteroid belt. Now, about this asteroid belt, I'll make a separate video about it. So, I hope you know most of the people know about the asteroid belt. So, let's get started. And Mercury is the least studied planet. And so we'll go into Mercury's atmosphere. Mercury's atmosphere is made up of, now the elements that I have shown here is the major part of the Mercury's atmosphere. Oxygen, yes, you heard it right. Oxygen is actually in Mercury on about 42%. Sodium is 29%. Hydrogen is about 22%. Helium is 6%. Potassium is 0.5%, and other minerals, means except for these other minerals, they are 0.5%. Now many people may get doubt like, if oxygen and hydrogen both are present in Mercury, can't they just combine and form H2O, that is water, which is water. Now water is a major supporter of the life, means we actually evolved from the fishes and aquatic life in water. So why don't Mercury has water? Actually Mercury don't have water in it, even it has oxygen and hydrogen, because the surface temperature is very high and even sun is very near to Mercury. So even if these both molecules got combined, it would only evaporate into fog. So that is why there are no water in Mercury. Now here is some basic information about Mercury that you should know. So firstly, distance from the sun is approximately this much of the value, that is 57 kilometers. So basically you would see that 57 all the zeros, but I had given you a very the exact correct information, that is this. And the radius is 2440 kilometers. The radius is also actually very less, dude. The surface area, that is 4 pi r square, is 74 million lakh kilometers. It is actually very very big planet, to be honest, in our region, but not in space. You just imagine like this much of the sphere, this much area of the sphere. It is actually very huge for us, but not in the space. That is why they say space is very fascinating. Now day length in Mercury is 58 days. Like literally it's 58 days, 15 hours and 30 minutes. Now one day in Earth is equals to 24 hours, but one day in Mercury is equals to 58 days. So this means that it would take 58 days to Mercury to revolve one orbit around itself. For Earth it only takes 24 hours. Means we would be orbiting the sun while it just orbits itself. But remember, the orbital period is 88 days. So this shows us that even if it's rotating by itself and revolving around the sun, it is doing both at the same time but at the wrong durations. That's why it's like that. And the surface temperature, this is the one of the most important thing on Mercury. By why is water not forming, that is the surface temperature. It is approximately 180 degrees to 430 degrees Celsius. Now it's actually so much hot there, that's why the water is not forming maybe. And any spacecraft was not able to go into Mercury because of this much of heat. Now just imagine a man going into Mercury. Now finally, known moons of Mercury are none, which refers to 0. It is also just like Venus, which has no moons to it. So I hope you have understood it. Now, before signing off, I want to tell you a bonus fact about Mercury. Mercury has wrinkles on its surface just like human beings have at their old ages. This is because of the constant cooling down of the iron core of the planet. You heard it right. Mercury has wrinkles on its surface just like we have when we get our old age. Now, these wrinkles, if you go to Google and search Mercury images, you'd get an image which is somewhat like it has a bit of wrinkles and those all. Now, those wrinkles will the Mercury would get because the iron core of the planet. Yep, you heard it right. Now, Earth has a core which is very hot, but in Mercury, the core is iron. Yeah, and the core is made up of iron. Now, the constant cooling down because the iron core is constantly cooling down, Mercury has got these wrinkles on its surface. Now, scientists named these wrinkles as lobate scraps. Lobate scraps, and they can be a mile high and hundreds of miles long. Now, this is actually a very interesting thing, lobate scraps, and you might think that wrinkles are actually very small on Mercury, but no, they are literally a mile high and hundreds of miles long. Now, just imagine how much huge those wrinkles are. Literally, they are very huge. So I hope you have understood today's episode. So if you have any if you found any mistakes in this video, please comment down in the comment section, and please like the video. Signing off, Space Study.